Well, hello there. Like my goblet, Witch's Brew. Mason got me this goblet. Trying to get into the Halloween and fall spirit, I guess. There's quite a few things that I need to get done. I need to make several cotton candy products, including a bath soap, a candle, and bath bombs. But I ran out of coconut oil, and it's not expected to be delivered for a few days, so no body soaps, not yet. But I'm super excited about it. Even though it's fall and it's starting to get cold, I've had a request for a large order of cotton candy fragrance things. So I ordered this blue cotton candy fragrance oil from Bulk Apothecary. It smells really good. It's so nice when you're forced to level up in your business when this was your end goal to begin with. When you know you need to buy bulk items or a way that you can mass produce your products. And there she is. Now with the number of sales that I'm getting and the upcoming events that I have, or pop-up events, it's definitely time to upgrade. So I went ahead and ordered the slab mold that is 4 times the size of my current loaf mold. What I was making before, I can now make 4 times as much with this soap mold right here. And I love the silicone liner, and they have really good instructions that come with how to care for your silicone liner. And I've been following those instructions, and I am super satisfied with the way that my liner has upheld through all of my soaping experiences. I need to figure out which direction this is going to, I think it goes this way. Like one of these sides right here lifts up so you can slide your mold out. With the package that I ordered, it also comes with a large soap cutter. And you put your soap mold or the slab facing on its side and kind of push it through. I'm sure you've seen the videos before. But I am so excited. I cannot wait to use this. Do you guys ever place so many orders that you just absolutely forget what you ordered, and every time you open the box, it's like a surprise? It's like your birthday or Christmas. Oh, yes. So these came from Candle Science, and I am so excited because I already have a lavender and a eucalyptus and mint shower steamer. And those are selling really well, and they work really well. But I kind of wanted to expand on that, and I wanted something citrusy and something that was, I want to say kind of woodsy, but clove leaf really isn't woodsy. So what I decided to do, I decided to get 2 fragrance oils and do a fragrance oil blend. I'm going to be combining this clove leaf essential oil and this nice citrusy lemon essential oil. And the 2 combined, I think, you know what? Let's not think about combining them. Let's go ahead and combine them. I'm going to show you how I do that. So what I did is I took a little bit of essential oil, clover, and lemon, and I dabbed it on these Q-tips, rub them together to blend more easily. And wow, this smells so good. Like alone, the clove leaf doesn't smell that good. It's probably not the type of essential oil you think would be a nice standalone fragrance in a shower steamer. But when you add it to this citrusy lemon, they complement one another. They complement one another really well. I can't wait to make these shower steamers. All right, what else do we have here? More coffee fragrance oil. I've got my Eco 10 wicks, and here's my paraffin pillar wax. This is what I use for my wax melts. It is super hard, so it's real easy to break a piece off of the wax melt and put it in the melting burner. Is there a hole in my bag? There's a hole in here. Oh, I'm gonna grab some tape and tape this hole up before I lose any more of these wax. Next on the list, IGI 6006. This is a Parasoy candle blend wax that I absolutely love. I use this for my candles. This is my container wax. I almost forgot. And this one is Fireside. Doesn't smell bad. It actually does smell like fire, kind of like burnt wood or cooked wood, but not in a bad way. Okay, and now that all of our unboxing is done, I'm going to go upstairs, and the first thing I'm going to work on is the bath bombs. Now we are upstairs in the studio, and I'm only going to make a half batch because I'm not 100% sure how much mica I'm going to need to color my bath bombs. I want to make my bath bombs pink and blue. Here's my baking soda, and I'm going to put this in my KitchenAid mixing stand. And I'm going to hit my baking soda with a few squirts of water because I found that it makes my bath bombs so much more smoother. I usually add the colorant to my baking soda, but since I'm using two different colors, I think I'm going to add I'm going to combine all of my dry ingredients first and add my wet ingredients, and I'll add my colorant when I add my wet ingredients. And then I'll split that batch in half before I add my citric acid. Oh my God, I hope I didn't confuse you guys. I hope I didn't confuse myself. Okay, the show must go on. So now I'm gonna add the rest of my dry ingredients to my baking soda. And while my dry ingredients are mixing, I'm gonna go ahead and finish preparing my liquid phase ingredients. So let's add our fragrance oil. I'm gonna add my polysorbate 80. And I'm so sorry, I forgot to mention that I had already melted down my shea butter and added my jojoba oil. Let's give this a nice stir. All right, so now I'm going to break my batch in half and add 50% to the pink and the other 50% with the blue. And here's my wet ingredients for the pink and the wet ingredients for the blue. Now I'm going to separate half of my dry ingredients. All right, so let's do the blue batch first. It smells pretty good. Now I'm going to add half of my citric acid. Mix. I don't know how well you can see that, but this is definitely the blue that I wanted. Now let's do our pink color. Now I'm gonna add my citric acid. All right, so let's get to pressing. I totally forgot to press record, but I pressed it. It looks good. And I'm just alternating the colors here. There's really no rhyme or reason. Look how cute. I think I got the perfect blue and pink combination that I was looking for. This is what I made with my leftover batter. I put it in one of my shower steamer molds. Those bath bombs were the perfect blue and pink color that I was looking for. I was super nervous, but I think I got it. However, I am glad that I only did half a batch because my batter It was drying out rather quickly because I was splitting it in half. There has to be an easier way to do a multicolor bath bomb. So I think I'm gonna do a little bit more research because this one was just, it was just way too stressful. So now I'm ready to make these cotton candy candles. And these are gonna be 8 net weight ounces. So I'm gonna have a little bit of fun with these candles. I wanna do 3 layers in each vessel, maybe blue, pink, and blue, sure. So these candles are gonna hold 8 ounces of wax. And I'm gonna use 10% fragrance load. So 10% of 8 is 0.8, and 10 minus, or 8 minus 0.8 is 7.2. So each of these vessels is gonna hold 7.2 ounces of wax. I'm gonna use 3 pouring pitchers since I'm doing layers. So I'm gonna put 7.2 ounces in each of my pouring pitchers, and I'm gonna pour 1 layer at a time. I'm gonna take my first pitcher and start slowly melting down the wax, and I'm gonna come back and prepare my jars. Before I start sticking anything on the bottom of my candle jars, I always get a paper towel, some isopropyl alcohol, and clean the inside of my jar. This is going to make sure that your wigs have the best possible chance at staying stuck to the bottom of your jar. This is going to wipe down and get rid of any dust or debris that may have come in contact with your jar while it was being shipped. Nice and clean. Rest assured, this alcohol is going to evaporate way before I put the wax into the jar. Now that my jars are clean, I'm going to apply my wicks to my wick stickers. I have a wick placement centering device that I usually use to center my wicks inside my vessels, but this does not work on these types of jars because of that smooth edge. It kind of slips and it's not accurate. So I'm just going to use my eyes and try to place this the best way that I can. Me holding it upside down usually works. There we go. But I will use this wick placement device to go ahead and secure that tab securely to the bottom. Just to press it down. Perfect. Voila! Nice tug. Now let's weigh out our fragrance oil. So just in case I didn't explain this well enough on the introduction to this candle making, I'm gonna make three layered candles. So a shortcut to that is to pretend like you're making 3 individual candles and evenly distribute them into your jars. For example, this fragrance oil and the wax is going to be enough to fill up one of these. However, I don't want to fill up one of these. I want to fill up 3 of these. So I'm just going to pour 1/3 into each of my containers. And I do that 3 times. That'll give me 3 layers. Okay, I think I did better that time. I did this part off camera because my hot plate is on the other side of the studio. But basically, the instructions said to melt your wax to 185 degrees Fahrenheit, and then add your fragrance oil, and then remove it from the heat. Stir it for 2 minutes, and we want to pour this at around 175 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's where I am now. I almost forgot I need to add my color. Oh my gosh. I'm going to do 1 drop of blue. So you could eyeball to see if you're measuring correctly, or you could just get 8 and divide that by 3, which I did, and it's 2.6667. So I should pour 2.667 ounces of wax in each of these containers. Okay, time to pour. They look pretty even to me. So now I am melting my second container of wax. So I added my fragrance oil to my candle wax, and then I removed it from the heat, and now I am just stirring it. Let's let these cool, and I'm going to melt my last pitcher of candle wax. Now I'm getting ready to pour the last layer. Okay, and my 3 candles are poured. I'm going to bring you all back once these candles have completely solidified. And here are the cotton candy candles solidified, and oh my god, I am so in love with those layers. I'm wondering if my next batch should be layered, or should I just alternate between maybe a pink candle and a blue candle. The tops of these look really good. And there she is. Look her label. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's video. Let me know if you've ever tried to make layered candles before. And as always, thank you to my patrons for your continued support and patience this past month with my content release. If you want the recipe to these bath bombs or cotton candy candles, they'll be posted on my Patreon, which is listed in that description box below. If you want to skip the entire making process and just purchase these items, they're also available on my website as well. Please give me a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed the content, and please hit that subscribe and notification button so you can be notified anytime I post new content. Until next time, bye guys.